Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media. Hope everyone is having a great Easter weekend, Easter Sunday. Happy Resurrection Day for those who celebrate and believe in Jesus. And even if you don't, happy Easter. I wish you all a very safe holiday. Wanted to talk about the Final Four here. Wanted to at least get into my initial thoughts on this game with Alabama and UConn. I look at this, I shake my head, and I say, you know what? Bring it, because UConn has been so dominant. They've been the best team in basketball this year. The win streak, the run in the tournament, trying to defend their title. Is this where it ends, or are they poised to go back to back? Is this where it ends for Alabama? First Final Four in school history. Mark Sears has been that dude, but Grant Nelson has turned on in this tournament. And Nate Oates is very pleased and proud of this team, win or lose this Saturday. And I think we all should give them credit where it's due, and all of us as Alabama fans should be proud of this team, whether they do win or they do lose. But I would, if I said this isn't a team of destiny, I would be lying. I would be eating my words. They are destined for great things. And maybe this is where it ends. Maybe it's not. My initial thoughts on this game, though, I look at this and I say, if you're going to stop Alabama, you're going to have to play defense. And UConn's been one of the better teams in the Big East this year that can play defense. And they have what it takes. I would also say Alabama has what it takes to stop UConn. But do they have enough? See, that's the thing that worries me, is that Alabama they win with style points, and they don't play enough defense. I think playing better opposing offenses, they haven't had the defense to kind of pull off a upset or a victory. They pulled a couple this year in the tournament. I understand that. But can they come in the clutch? Can they play when it matters most? I think it can. Something tells me UConn's going to win this game. I also have a lot of faith in this team that if they really want it bad enough, I mean, you have a 6 foot, what is he, 6'5" guard in Grant Nelson, 6'7", whatever, he's tall, he's huge. You have a guy like him, who is him, and he has been playing lights out defense all season long for Alabama. He also has had just phenomenal numbers in scoring. I think size matters in basketball. I think it matters in sports. I think that against opposing teams, it kind of creates a disadvantage for them. Does it create a disadvantage for UConn? I'm not going to get into who the tallest player on UConn is. I'm going to be honest, I don't even know. They got some tall guys too. But for Alabama to win this game, they're going to need to get off to a really good run. They're going to get off to a hot start. They're going to need to. And that's the key, is a fast start. If Alabama can get the ball first off, possession matters in basketball. I'm sorry. The jump ball was won by so-and-so, it don't matter, but, yes, it does, because if you get the ball first and you go up and score and you get that momentum and you get going fast, you have, you take the lead early and set the tone. I think that Alabama can do that. So, forget all the numbers and everything. Both these teams are really great. But if Cinderella is really wearing crimson this year in college basketball, I say if you're UConn, you be careful. Be careful. I know they're the defending champs. I know they look like that ultimate monster, ultimate unbeatable, whatever it is. They lost some games this year, but, they've won a lot of games too. And so has Alabama. I say, I don't even want to mess with the score prediction. But I can say this is going to be a high-scoring game. There's a lot of scores on both teams. I also think that, it's going to come down to some defense. And UConn has that more than Alabama. That being said, if I had to make a pick right now, I'd have to go UConn. I want Alabama to win this so bad as a fan. Like, just call it what it is. But sportscaster talk, put the bias aside, put the fanhood aside. UConn's just the better team. And maybe they're on a mission to repeat. Maybe they'll fall shy in the championship. But if you don't think they can't get back there, you're crazy. You're crazy. And listen, if UConn beats Alabama, they go to the national title. Tennessee, Purdue, whoever they might face out there that's left, right? We still got some Elite Eight games this afternoon. I don't know. I don't know who UConn might face in the title or who Alabama might face. But neither one of these teams are unbeatable. They've lost some games, but they've won a lot more. And they have earned their right in the Final Four. And now they play each other. And there's something for me that's like, I don't think anyone would be like, if you're picking Alabama, let me say this. If you're picking Alabama in this game, I don't think it's a dumb idea. Nor should anybody else. It's March Madness. Cinderella's like come out of nowhere all the time. You see teams end up, making a run, end up going farther than they were expected to. You see upsets all the time. I mean, you just see it. So, to end the video on this note, Alabama can beat UConn. Absolutely. And reach the national title. If I'm going with my gut, though, why would you pick against Connecticut right now? Why? But also, why would you pick against the Tide and Nate Oates and Mark Sears and Grant Nelson? Why would you do that? I got to hear from you guys in the comments. I love you. Happy Easter. Hope you have a blessed holiday.